Hello, and a very, very warm welcome to you. In this very short video, I want to give you a quick overview of what we do inside of Next Level Women. Most women work so hard and they never have the success to show for it. Very few women were taught how to generate income through entrepreneurship, and even fewer women were taught how to grow an income into wealth. Almost no one is taught how to pass that knowledge on to the next generation, to your children and to your family. And so that's why Next Level Women exists. We help women transform their lives and their family's future through three powerful pillars. So there are three things we do inside of Next Level Women. The first one is we help you build a profitable business. We also teach you how to build generational wealth. And the third thing we do, we teach you how to raise financially confident children. Now, if we haven't met, hello, my name is Joy Rowland. I help families build financial confidence through learning how money works, learning how entrepreneurship works. I'm certified through Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University. I've taught classes in Financial Peace University. Not only that, I am also licensed to give financial advice because if you understand how it works, just being a financial coach doesn't entitle you to provide investment advice. So now, as a licensed government financial professional, I'm able to also provide financial advice. My journey has taken me to so many places. One of the places I'm so grateful for my transformation is being involved in Dave Ramsey's world. That was when I started delving into how money works, how the financial system works in the US and in Canada. So these are the three things we do inside of Next Level Women. First, build a profitable, thriving business. We teach you how to generate high quality leads that converts into clients. If you're not at 10K months consistently, you're going to use my blueprint for free. I'm going to tell you how to access that to get you to consistent 10K months. Now, I created a framework called Sell Like a Woman. Okay, this is for people who don't want to cold DM people. If you don't want to do all of those bro marketing of, let's just call it what it is, bugging strangers. Okay, if you don't want to bug strangers, if you want to build a successful business that supports you for many years to come, that's the framework I teach. Now, below this video, there'll be a link to get the Sell Like a Woman blueprint. This is for people who want to generate high quality leads, people who are ready to buy. Okay, that's how I teach. People who are ready to buy, who can afford your services, who know they need your services. Those are the kind of leads we want to attract. And I'm going to teach you how to convert them into clients. So that's pillar number one, build a thriving business. For those of my clients who are at consistent 10K months or people who consistently make money every month, I teach them how to make money work for you. Okay. I use the John D. Rockefeller method to save, invest, and grow your business. Many women tell me, oh, I don't know where to invest my money. Yes. Now, the stock market, I think investing in the stock market is gambling. That's my opinion. I've lost money in Forex, so I know what I mean by investing in the stock market is gambling because it goes up and down, right? You don't want to invest your hard-earned income, the money you've earned, you don't want to gamble it away. And so I teach my clients how to invest safely, but in a way that grows as well. And thirdly, I teach my clients how to teach their children how entrepreneurship works. Because at the end of the day, if I help you structure your account in a way that your children will inherit, for example, $1.5 million when they are at, let's say, 21 years old, you want your children to know how to use that money, right? You want them to learn how money works. You want them to appreciate how money works, not just appreciate how money works. You want your children to learn how to create value, right? It is the creation of value that creates money. Okay. So that's the third thing we do inside of Next Level Women. Our foundation is faith. I'm a woman of faith. Faith, I believe in something greater than ourselves. I call him God. You might call him the universe. And then financial education, freedom, family. You're going to hear a lot about my daughter, Ivy. She's a big part of my business. She's 7 years old now, 7 years old. And then impact. We want to impact as many people as possible. Empowered women, wealthy families, generations of impact. That's our motto. Here's our mission. True success is more than making money. It is more than dollars and cents. Build a profitable business. Like I said, I'm going to show you how to create predictable, consistent income. And then you learn how to build wealth, which is using your money to grow money. And then building leaders, raising your family to understand how money works and to understand how to create money and how to grow money. Because true success isn't just about what you earn. It's about creating freedom, financial peace, security, and a legacy that outlives you. So let's talk about building a thriving business. Many talented women, and this is our first pillar. We teach women, especially women who own online service-based businesses. So if you sell products like hair care products, my system might not work for you. Okay, so I have to say that upfront. It's for women who sell services online. So if you're able to work with people online and you provide a service, then this is the strategy that will work for you. Now, many women do not lack talents. In fact, women are the most talented people I know and I have seen, right? But yet, many women struggle because they don't have a proven system for attracting the right clients, right? High quality leads who will then turn into clients. So that's what we do inside of Next Level Women. We give you the exact system designed specifically for female entrepreneurs who are ready to build with intention, integrity, and confidence. So here's the Sell Like a Woman blueprint. It's my signature framework that helps women move from inconsistent income to consistent 10K plus months, not through pressure or through DMing people cold on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn, but from building high quality relationships. Okay, so the first thing is, how do you generate high quality leads? How do you build a consistent pipeline of the right people, clients who genuinely need what you have to offer, and people who are ultimately ready to invest? Because there is no point attracting people who don't have the money to invest, right? So I teach my clients a specific way to position their marketing so that they're attracting the people who are ready to invest. Next, you build trust through authentic relationships. You're going to learn how to communicate in a way that feels natural to you. I want to ask you this question. How does cold messaging people feel in your nervous system? I know maybe you've hired a LinkedIn coach. In fact, last week I was talking to somebody and they were telling me how they're struggling to sign clients. And I said, okay, you have a LinkedIn coach. What strategy is a LinkedIn coach teaching you? And she said, oh, she's teaching me to cold message people. And I said, how is that working out for you? And she showed me how she's messaged thousands and thousands of people with zero clients. So I want to ask you this. Cold messaging people, does it feel good in your nervous system? If it does, then carry on, right? For many of the women I work with, cold messaging doesn't work. And that's why we want a strategy that is aligned to who we are. And then thirdly, confidently communicating your value. How do you tell people what you do that arouses interest in people? And lastly, how do you convert prospects into high paying clients? I already talked about this, but I didn't mention that I'm certified from the Life Coach School, where I learned incredible tools. And that's how I'm able to get my clients incredible results. Because apart from the strategy, I teach mindset. I help you change your mindset because change only happens from here. Okay. So I love that I'm able to help my clients that way. And my mission is to help women overcome all of their limiting beliefs so they can step into the abundance that God has designed for them. When you sell like a woman, when you learn the framework of selling like a woman, it completely changes everything. Your income no longer is inconsistent. You're able to generate 10K plus months and build a business that you truly, truly love. So that's pillar number one. Now, moving to pillar number two, this is where I teach you how to generate wealth, how to create wealth. Making an income and getting to 10K plus months is just the first step. When you do that, the next step is to make that money work for you. So if you were earning $10,000 plus month every single month in your business, would you be willing to invest $500 for your future? The answer is yes, right? If you make 10K, investing 500, saving and investing 500 becomes a lot easier. Or if you already have consistent income, and let's say you want to invest $200, you could start with $200, right? The key is to start saving, because it is not about how much you earn, it is about how much you're able to save, invest, and grow. Because there are many people that come to me, they're earning $250,000, and when I ask them, how much do you have in savings? They tell me zero. So it has nothing to do with how much you earn. It's about the habit of saving and investing. And that's what we do in pillar number 2. You learn how to make money work for you. I know I mentioned the Rockefeller family. It's a family I've been studying for months now. Hopefully you know who John D. Rockefeller is, but I've been studying how he's able to, well, he was able, because he's no longer with us. He was able to teach his family how to continually grow the wealth he created during his lifetime. You're going to learn how to start investing consistently. So remember, I said $500 per month, but you could start with $200 per month, even $100 per month. You can learn how to start saving every single month. That's the goal. The habit of saving, you want to learn how to do that. And then my favorite part, how to minimize tax liabilities. Many people pay so much taxes than they actually need to. Now, if you study the John D. Rockefeller family, they have hired people, not even just hired people, but also taught their family how to be very tax efficient, because there are different vehicles that gives you the most tax efficiency. And that's something you really, really, really want to pay attention to. As a government licensed financial services provider, I am able to provide financial advice and investment advice. So remember I mentioned taxes just briefly? Here is an example of how taxes affect your money. The money you have in your checking account, savings account, certificates of deposit, mutual funds, all of that is taxed now. Uncle Sam, the CRA and the IRS, CRA if you're in Canada, IRS in the US, they take a percentage of that money, of the money that grows in those accounts. The second bucket is the tax later. So your 401k, traditional IRA, your RSP if you're in Canada, all of that will be taxed later. But here's the question I have for you. Would you rather pay the taxes upfront on the seed of your investment, or would you rather wait until your seed investment grows to thousands and thousands of dollars and then you pay a percentage of that? Many people do not realize that traditional 401k and RSPs, you will be taxed later. And if history is anything for us to glean from, taxes will go up in the future. So if you're 35 now and you're saving in your 401k and investing in your 401k, by the time you're 65, most likely the tax percentage will be higher. So doesn't it make sense for you to put your money in a tax advantage account where you are taxed on the seed amount, and then when it grows, you keep all of that tax-free growth, right? So this is what I get to open my clients' eyes to say this is actually really, really possible for you. So that's taxes. One of the people I follow a lot is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett says there are 2 golden rules of money and investing. Rule number 1, never, ever, ever lose money. And then rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Okay? So the way I teach my clients and the way I implement these accounts for my clients is to make sure they never, ever lose money. Now, before I came into this work, I never knew there was a strategy like this, that you could have indexed accounts, indexed wealth accounts that tracks an index like the S&P 500, where you take advantage of a percentage of the growth. So let's say S&P 500 grows by 100 points. If you are in an index wealth account, you get a maximum of 75% of that growth. But here's the upside. When the market crashes, like he always does, right? The market goes up and down. In an indexed account, when the market crashes, you never lose money because there's a floor. Did you know this? No, like I didn't know this. These are the strategies that wealthy people use. There's also LIRPs, life insurance retirement plans, that also gives you a tax advantage wealth while protecting your family, which is incredible. So these are the investment principles I teach. I love to show this because it shows you how the three different account types vary for safety and for growth. If you, as we all do, if you put money in a savings account or a checking account, that money is relatively safe, right? Because banks in the US and Canada are relatively safe. But the downside is your money isn't growing. You'll be lucky if you get 0.025% on your savings account. So there is safety, but there is no reward. If you invested in stock market or forex or crypto, that's variable, the bucket number 2, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. There is high risk, but there's high reward, but there's also high risk, right? The stock market goes up, everyone is happy, and then it crashes, everyone is depressed. I personally do not enjoy that kind of experience, right? I don't want to gamble my money. And so the third bucket is an indexed account. This is where your principal grows, right? But there is principal protection. You take a percentage of the upside and then it locks it. And then there's a floor. It takes a percentage of the upside, then it locks it. And that's how your money grows. So it has a balance of safety and growth. You lock in the savings, the growth, the gains, and then your wealth grows with confidence. Wealth is built through knowledge, discipline, and action, right? Not just knowledge, you have to take action. And this is how it works. You earn, you create consistent business income in your business, grow your business to the point where it's bringing in $10,000 plus every single month. Protect your principal in the market when you invest in the market. And then that's how you grow generational wealth. How incredible is that? It's so simple how to build wealth, but many of us grew up thinking it's so complicated, right? And I teach my clients, just focus on one investment. We're just going to put your money in an indexed account. And in that indexed account, there is diversification, right? So for example, the S&P 500, the biggest 500 companies in the US are diversified. So you have Walmart, which is in retail. You have Tesla, which is car manufacturing. You have McDonald's is one of them as well, right? So you have the largest 500 companies all in that basket. So your investment is diversified. You cannot afford to wait. Okay, if there's only one thing you take from today's short video is that you need to start saving now. Okay, and here's the proof. If the goal is to get to $1 million by the age of 65, so you can retire comfortably. Let's say that's the goal, right? If you started at age 25, you only need to invest $284 every month to hit your goal of $1 million by the age of 65. If you waited 10 years and you started at 35, well, that monthly savings jumps from 284 to 666. Well, if you didn't start at 35 and you waited till 45, look at how much your monthly investment goes up. 1,686. And let's say you didn't start saving and investing and you waited until age 55, look at how much you need to invest every month. $5,429 every month to hit your goal of $1 million. So I love to give this example because it shows you how time affects your savings and investments and growth. So the best time to have started was yesterday, years and years ago, but the next best time to start is today. So those are the two pillars. The last pillar is the Wealth Builders Academy for kids and teens. Now, when I had worked with my clients and helped them get all of these amazing results, two of them asked me, "Can you teach my child?" Because based on my wealth account, I'm going to leave about $1.5 million to my child. And I don't think they'll be able to manage the money well. Can you teach my children? And that's when Wealth Builders Academy for Kids was born. We teach children from ages 7 to 18 how money works. We teach them not just how money works, but how to be entrepreneurial, how to identify a gap in the market, fill that gap, and get paid for it, which is incredible. So these are the things that children and teens learn. They learn financial literacy. They learn investing fundamentals, obviously age appropriate, right? Because if I was speaking to a 7-year-old like my daughter, I wouldn't bore her with how the S&P 500 works, right? So it is age appropriate games, challenges, fun that we teach. We teach them entrepreneurial thinking, like I said, how to identify problems in the marketplace, create a solution, and be paid for that. We teach them leadership and responsibility. I know I talked briefly about how to sell like a woman, and I want to give you a typical example of that because that happened to me. When I launched Wealth Builders Academy for Kids, I went on my LinkedIn and I went live to teach parents how to teach their children about money. So I went live on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, right? So 4 days of the week for just 1 week because I was so excited. Can you guess what happened? By Thursday, Reverend Kevin Taylor, who is the reverend of a church in New York called Israel AME Church, he saw my post and he commented that this was something similar he had done last summer. He sent me the press release of the Summer Literacy Challenge they done last summer. Long story short, he has now asked me to come teach my program to all the children in church. Can you imagine? Just from going live, someone who my message resonated with commented on the post, and now I'm going to teach this to all the children in the church. By the way, this church was founded in 1828, so almost 200 years old. I feel so honored and privileged because this is now opening doors for so many, many, many more opportunities because Reverend Kevin Taylor has said he's going to give me a referral to 3 other churches. So imagine bringing this message to so many people. So I wanted to give you the example about how to sell like a woman. So I never cold DM'd Reverend Kevin. Like if I had done on LinkedIn, I'm sure the response would not be as it is now. He saw my post and he commented on my post. That is how you sell like a woman. You give value. So I was giving value, teaching people what I knew as a coach. I've been for 4 years now, and I was giving value. He saw that value and he commented. So I wanted to give you the example of the power of selling like a woman. So we prepare the next generation to lead, especially in today's world with the way AI is transforming everything, right? It used to be that you tell your children, grow up, get a job, and you'll be fine. Well, the job landscape has completely changed with AI. So you want to equip your child on how to bring value to the marketplace through their ideas. So in summary, here is the next level women journey. First, we teach you how to build an income. So launch and scale your business using the Sell Like a Woman blueprint to generate $10,000 plus months. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, you grow and protect your money. I teach you how to grow and protect your money. And step number 3 is to build a legacy, teaching your children how to generate money, how to create value in the marketplace, and how to live free, create true financial freedom from your first consistent month to lasting legacy for your children, your great-grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. So many generations that will profit from what you create. Success is built on what you protect and pass on, not just what you earn, right? You're going to earn, you're going to build, and then you're going to pass it on. So these are the pillars again. So first, we teach you how to build a thriving business. Then we teach you how to make money work for you. And then we teach you how to transfer that knowledge to your children. I'm going to show you a few of my clients' testimonials so you see how selling like a woman completely transforms people's businesses. Okay, so I want to show you real women, real businesses, and real results. By the way, if you go on my YouTube channel, you're going to see a playlist called Client Testimonials with tons and tons of videos from my clients. First is Courtney Cowie, and this is what Courtney Cowie says. She says, this is exactly what she said. So when you go watch the video, I just extracted this to put it here so you see. She says, Joy does a unique job of helping people grow their visibility and reach the people they truly can help. She teaches you how to find podcasts you can guest on and connect with the right audience. She helps you overcome the lack of self-confidence to visibly put yourself out there and get your message heard. That's from the amazing Courtney Cowie. Amy Scott says, it gives me so much peace and calmness to see that it's all broken down into separate categories. Amy gained clarity around her finances and a simple, sustainable strategy to increase her visibility and attract more clients. Excuse me. Haley Sohn is another one of my amazing clients, and she says working with Joy was so eye-opening and incredible. I never realized I could reach out to podcast myself. Joy made it feel simple and achievable. Working with Joy will not only grow your bottom line, but it will give you more free time and more money in your pocket. Actually, I love Ailey's results, where she shifted from constantly focusing on expenses to building profits while learning a practical visibility strategy to expand her reach and reclaim her freedom. Another one of my lovely clients, Sandy Osei, she's a financial educator and wealth coach. When Sandy first came to me, she was exhausted. She was hosting workshops, providing incredible value, and showing up consistently, but people weren't converting into paying clients. She said, I feel like I was chasing people all the time. I felt like I was invading their private life. Yes, that's how it feels when you call DM people, right? You feel like you're invading people's private lives. Well, she said, together, we shifted her mindset, implemented the Sell Like a Woman ecosystem, created her first lead magnet, built her email list, and developed workshop designed to serve first and then sell. That's how I teach. And guess what? In the workshop that we hosted together using this framework, she had a conversion of 50%. 50% conversion rate. Can you imagine that? And in that week, she had 2 paying clients from just 4 qualified attendees. She had 96 workshop registrations. And this is what she said. She said, do it. Don't waste time. Joy is very passionate about what she does. She will accelerate your belief, your thinking, and your action, everything. You're going to take your business to the next level. Go watch her testimonial as well. My amazing client, Dr. Leah Reddy Cunningham. I love this woman so much. She has served a country. She is a retired naval officer. She has been awarded 3 medals for exemplary service and honor. She has been doing wealth, education and wellness for over 25 years. And in fact, what she said about me on LinkedIn, each time I read that comment she made on LinkedIn, it brings tears to my eyes. She said, when I first started with Joy, my perspective on selling was very coy. I wasn't sure if I should. My speech was stumbling and fumbling. I felt like I was begging or asking people for something I didn't deserve. Then something shifted, and with it, everything changed. She said, my posture changed when my mind changed, and then everything changed. She said, my business has been soaring ever since. Wow. Wow. Dr. Leah released the discomfort around selling and she stepped into confident, authentic client attraction. In fact, I recently did a post about Dr. Leah. Go on my LinkedIn, you're going to find it. I was celebrating her because in just 1 week, she signed a new client and she got 6 paid speaking engagements. And she said she was going to take the whole of November and December off so she can spend time with her amazing husband. She loves traveling. She loves living a good life because she's created a success for herself. So this is the power of what happens when you sell like a woman. You stop begging people, people start finding you. Amazing Alejandra Lozano. She said, Joy helped me see that it is safe to have money, it is safe to succeed. Joy is super profound. She helped me change my perception at such a deep level that it unlocked my potential. The faster you decide to work with Joy, the faster you get to where you want to be. Christy said, Joy went above and beyond to help me get started with marketing myself and my business. I felt like Joy was holding me by the hand, leading me and making it easy for me. After the consultation, I had more clarity before I was jumping on everything and nothing was working. Chrissy moved from overwhelmed and confusion to clarity and confidence with a focused, actionable business growth plan she could actually implement. In fact, a week or 2 weeks, I think it was 2 weeks after this, she signed another client via email. A new client, high paying client. The client emailed her, and email is one of the strategy I teach in Sell Like a Woman. So and I'm going to show you the framework in a different video, but essentially you have a lead magnet, people download the lead magnet, and when you download the lead magnet, you form relationships with them on the back end via emails. I cannot tell you how many high ticket clients I have closed just from emails. Another of my clients, the amazing Emily Taylor. She is the founder of Brave Widow. If you go on my Instagram, you're going to see her testimonial highlighted on my page. She said, within our first conversation, Joy identified subconscious beliefs that were unintentionally holding me back. Joy made me feel safe to have an open conversation and gave me practical tools to address my subconscious blocks. Joy is a systems, technology, and automation queen and a mindset ninja. Yes, I do systems, automation, technology, all of that. I do that for my clients. And I love what she said. Emily gained confidence, overcame subconscious barriers, and developed practical tools to grow her business while serving more clients with it. Isn't that what we want? More aligned clients. Oh my gosh. Whenever I see Emily's photo, it really makes me smile. She has such a good heart. She's also a woman of faith, and God is central in the work she does. And when I see women who love God, who serve people, selflessly, it makes me so happy. And that's why I do the work I do. So if you are ready to move to your next level, here's the first step. The first step is to book a free coffee chat. Now, I have made my work so accessible to people. I serve people either for one day. So if you choose that you need only one day of support, or you need 8 weeks, or you need 6 months, I have a range of programs to suit everyone where they are at. So you could choose just one day, you could choose 6 months, or you could choose 8 weeks. The first step is to book a coffee chat. This is where I get to meet you, understand where you're at, understand your vision, your goals, your desires. And then I'm going to help you build a personalized roadmap going forward that will help you start getting consistent clients in your business, that will help you grow your wealth and then create a legacy for your children. So the first step is to book a free coffee chat. Below this video, you're going to see a link to book that coffee chat, and I cannot wait to meet you. Now, I am easily accessible, so if you have any questions, just shoot me a DM on any of the socials, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and I will respond back to you personally. I am so excited for you. Welcome to the world of Next Level Women. This is where we go to the next level together. A rising tide lifts all boats in the harbor. That's my mission. As I rise, I want to take as many women as I can with me. God bless you. May his face continue to shine upon you. And I'll see you on our coffee chat.